Brilliance Audio.
Last Circle of Love by Lorna Landvik, performed by the author. Let it be known there was resistance and bodily injury. But Edie, understanding that her bloody nose was not due to any maliciousness on her friend's part, accepted Marlis's apology. "I just got so excited," said Marlis, who had flapped her hands as if to stave off a gust of heat, and in so flapping had clipped the side of Edie's face, knocking off her glasses as well as causing the rhinal bloodshed. Edie, who didn't like to make a fuss, held a wad of tissues to her nose and assured everyone she was fine. "And don't worry about those," she said to Marlis, who had offered to replace the glasses broken in half at the bridge. "They're only readers." It all started after what had been billed as a welcoming and renewing friendships luncheon, although those from All Souls believed it was just another way for Prince of Peace to sock it to them. The festivities began with the tour of the church's new addition, big enough that All Souls' entire sanctuary could have been tucked inside it like a Russian nesting doll. 3 floor-to-ceiling stained glass windows personifying the glory and wonder of salvation had been designed by an artist from Santa Fe, whereas All Souls' single stained glass window was a decades-old 3x4 depiction of Jesus as shepherd. Its still unrepaired BB gun damage gave multiple eyes to 1 lamb and 2 sheep. All the more depressing was the knowledge that it wasn't the result of random hooliganism. The sharpshooter was a former clergyman's son, who not only embodied but quadrupled the stereotypical rebelliousness of a pastor's kid, and who many congregants predicted was headed to juvenile hall long before he took aim at Jesus' flock. "Now, I'm not one to stymie someone's creative impulses, especially a PK's," said Velda, who, when her own children were young, had volunteered without too much outward resentment to direct the Christmas pageant. "But I was concerned that the boy wanted to play Lucifer, even after I explained to him the devil makes no appearance in the nativity story." Artful floral centerpieces decorated the Prince of Peace tables. All Souls could only afford cheap clumps of supermarket carnations sweating in cellophane cones for its recent father-daughter banquet, and a tangy chicken salad was served along with artesian bread rolls dotted with assorted pumpkin, flax, and midget sunflower seeds, one of which lodged itself in Bunny's back molar. But what took the cake, the metaphorical one, the women weren't about to let anyone abscond with their slices of a French confection called dacquoise, was when copies of Table Blessings, Prince of Peace's latest church cookbook, were passed around. "Just a sneak peek," said the woman who had served as the luncheon's MC. "They'll be available for sale next Sunday, and if you're enjoying dessert, the recipe's on page 203. "Wow," said Charlene, leafing through the pages. "It's even got colored pictures." "It looks like something Martha Stewart would put out," said Marlis, "if church cookbooks were a part of her empire." "They've got a whole section called International Favorites," said Bunny, reading from the table of contents. "Coq au vin, pad thai, Indian dal." "Well, we had lefse and Swedish meatballs in ours," said Edie. "They're international." At the table, a chirpy woman whose chirpy name tag read, "Welcome, I'm Joan," said, "Our goal is to raise $5,000 with these." Another chirpy woman whose chirpy name tag read, "Welcome, I'm Beth," said, "5,000 minimum. I'm betting these'll bring in at least 15 big ones."